Forgot that was there. Hold on. Got to get rid of that. Hey guys. This is my New Year's Eve. I'm not putting on makeup. I'm not chilling. I'm just going to sip on some champagne and mimosas and paint my new table, my little end table. It's antique. My husband gave it to me, and I'm going to wreck it. I am going to, excuse me, I am going to chalk paint it pink. And then once I have to glue bits back together, which I'll show you in a second. But I'm going to make a smaller version of these cloud cards, and I was inspired by my friend Mary to decoupage the top with smaller ones. This is actually going to go on the back of my mirror that I'm going to repaint. I don't know if you can see it in here somewhere. There it is. I got to repaint that. But anyway, so let me pull up. Boom. All right. So I'm going to be painting this sucker. It's already been sanded. As you can see here, that's a piece. This thing is very old. Someone put a screw in it. I don't know why they put a screw in it. Whatever. But Mr. Hemmer helped me take it apart, sand it down. We're going to re-glue some stuff, but he told me I could go ahead and paint it first. He's the woodworker by trade. So we're going, what could go wrong? Drinking a bunch of champagne and painting a table. So this is the top right here. This is the actual top. This is the underside because type A me wants to paint everything. So I'm going to be using this pretty, what is this called? What is this paint color called? It's called Innocence. Yeah, okay. All right, so all jokes aside, we're going to paint the piss out of this and see what happens. Oh, yes. This is the color pink I want. I want that distressed look. So this is normally where my computer is, but my computer is currently being looked at by Apple because it's brand new and it wants to shut off whenever it feels like it, and that's unacceptable. So we're going to go ahead and just paint and chill out. And tell me, you guys, what are y'all doing for New Year's Eve? Because I'm getting champagne drunk and painting my table. That's what I'm going to do for New Year's. Because screw 2020. This is how I'm going to bring in the new year. So we're going to just chalk paint the piss out of this. Now, this is just the first layer. Funny is the varnish that's going to go on top of this sucker is an iridescent finish. So it's what I used on my, if you can see it, this is like my calm corner, but it's also where all my thread is, but I painted those doors with this same pink, and then I put like an iridescent varnish on it to give it some sheen. So yeah, we're just gonna paint this sucker because screw it. Let's get drunk on champagne and paint a table. I hope everybody's safe. If, staying in your little pod, not being reckless, not raw dogging it out here. There we go. So let me just do this. All right, so I'm going to have to just paint around that. There we go. Boom. All right, so that's the first layer of paint right here. All right, so we're going to let this dry a little bit before I put on another layer. Because I'm going to eventually do the edges, but today will not be that today. I'm going to just rest my big one here. I'm going to move this on over. Let me just cut my keyboard off. There we go. I'm going to get paint on it. All right, so here are the legs that I eventually have to glue back into place, but they popped right out. So we're going to take this smaller brush right here and just work our way. Let's take a sip. Oh, yes. There we go. So we're just going to start this process. Oop, let me not get paint on here. That would be bad. Oh, wait, my computer's not here. All right, so let's just paint away. All right, there we go. Guess what? Your girl is bored. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next leg because yellow. Oh, yeah. I sanded this real smooth, real nice. So that way, there we go. There's the part that's broken. So we're just going to paint around that for now. Alright. Alright, let's. So that is one. Alright, let's roll this over. The varnish is really what's going to make this cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is turn this on its side like so. I'm going to paint here. There we go. There we go. Just paint over that. There we go. Now we're going to turn it around. Whee! All right, so let's. All right, so we're going to just paint right here. Ooh. There we go. And now we're going to flip it over. Ta. Alright, this is weird. Alright, now I'm going to flip it. I want this to dry nice and dry before I apply anything else to it. So let's do this. Alright, so now we're going to do here because we can. There we go. All right, and then I need to do this side too. Whee! Okay. All right, how do I do this? Put my finger in here. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to do here. All right. Now we're going to flip this to dry, and then I'm going to get a sip of champagne. Okay. Slide a finger. Okay, wait, where I want this. Okay. So we're going to just set this here to dry. Just not open this. Boom. There we go. Yay. Ugh. All right, now we're going to take a champagne break. Yep. Move on to the next one. Okay. Keep with this. Ooh. Keep with this tiny brush. Oh, I probably should have did this way first. Whoopsie. All right. So we're gonna clean some of that off. There we go. All right. So let's see. Turn it around. Okay. Now we're gonna and of course this is just gonna seal all this in. And then we're gonna let this dry. Which means it should be by the time I let this dry, I can go back to the top that I just did a second ago. Ooh. I think I might have gone a little too hard on this pour foam brush. It has seen better days. But the cool thing is with the way this one is, I can just do this whole section right here. Oops, I got a whole bunch of paint right there. Alright. Let's do this. Pull this back down. Brush up. Use this sponge. I feel like Bob Ross painting this antique table pink. My husband didn't want it anymore. It's a tiny little end table. So I'm going to cover it in weeb stuff. Oops. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this. And then, there we go. We're just going to paint these sides. There we go. Feel free to ask me questions, interact, ask me silly things as I paint this table in the pink that it deserves to be. Whoop! Alright, hold this like this. And then paint the other side. Yeah, we're just going to keep using this side. Whee! Okay. Okay. Yay! Okay, now we're gonna go put this to dry with the other one. Perfect. Okay. Now that one is drying, so you know what that means? It's time to go back to the top of this thing to paint. Sip, sip. All right, let's see where we are. Yeah, it's pretty dry. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but here we are. It lives here now. We're gonna just use this since it's here. Thanks, paint. Okay. Let's put another layer of my chalk paint on here. This is my aesthetic. Weeby, pinky pastels. Because that's just how I am. Alright. Let's just make sure that this is nice and coated. Now this is the underside, mind you. You really won't see it, but I'll know it's there. That's why it's getting painted. I'll know it's there. That's why. So we're just gonna paint around this Hot Mess Express. There we go. Okay, so now that the bottom is done, I'm gonna let this dry. But first, I'm gonna take this tiny brush and paint this right here. That has to get glued back together. But Mr. Hammer told me I could just paint it anyway. So I'm about to fill all that in. There we go. All right, so we are pretty pink for here. Once it's glued, I'm going to go over it again, and before I actually varnish it, seal in this hole that's, they put a screw in for whatever reason. And then that's when, this is the actual top. So that's where I'm going to actually like decoupage some card captor shit on top of it. Because my friend Mary completely inspired me to do so. But we're going to make sure that all my edges are painted before I do all of that. I want this sucker painted pink. Okay, with iridescence. All right. All right, so that can just smooth out here. And I'm just going to start painting this edge too while we're here. Oops. Just because let's get that process started. Oops, I didn't mean to touch that. Okay, stick a finger there, turn this. Oh, that's what I want to do. Let's just smooth this out. Because, there we go. There we go. At least get that started on the edge. Let's see. So now we're going to turn this. Try not to ruin this painting that I've done. Oh, there's paint all up in there. But guess what? Don't care. We're gonna just paint this. Whee! Okay. All right. All right. Ooh, let me not knock over my champagne. That'd be bad. Okay. So we're gonna use, let me just get some of this out of here. And then hold, we're gonna just turn this over here and then paint this edge. Because screw the ugliness of this table. All right, so we're gonna let that dry. We're gonna take a sip. Happy New Year, Trey! What's going on? Yeah. Cheers, cheers. I see my husband is in his happy place. Okay, so we're gonna see where those are. I'm not gonna paint. I'm waiting for that to dry a little bit more on the other legs. I really should go rinse these brushes off. Oh, that brush is like a disaster. I should probably go rinse the other one off, but let's go get an arm. I mean a leg, or whatever you want to call it for these things. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is mostly dry. So what we're going to do instead of doing, yeah, we're going to do this side that hasn't been painted yet. Just all right, let me slide this over. So we're going to turn this, and then we're going to paint this side. Because this is ready. So this is going to be the first coating of the legs of this table. Okay. Oh, you're playing Darksiders. Yeah, I think after I paint all this, I'm going to get on my Switch and play Animal Crossing. Hint, 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 Trey. Come visit my island. Hint, hint, hint. I really want to, I'm going to try and schedule some Among Us for this because it's shenanigans. Here we go. So now we're going to do this side. My Switch tray that because I've been so busy with work and the kids, I'm just now getting a lot of good time in on my Switch to do like Animal Crossing. I mean, I even have like Mortal Kombat 11. I have Among Us now. I have Dragon Ball Z Ultimate, I think I have some indie stuff um, that I love. So, I'm trying finally to get back into my games now that I have a little more time, and that things aren't too crazy at work now. So, all right. All right. Let's do this side. Because when it gets to the other sides with all the carving into it, I'm gonna have to like wait for this to completely dry so I can like sit it in my lap and go to town. All right. So this has been painted. Eee. Oh, you don't have. Oh, you don't have. Oh man, Trey. I'm gonna need you to get some Animal Crossing, homie. I'm gonna need you to get some Animal Crossing. That's what I'm gonna need you to do. I'm gonna need you to get it. Get it. I command you. No, I'm just kidding. I need to get on. You need to play Among Us. Get Among Us for your Switch. All right. All right. So now that side is done. So that's the first coat. So we're gonna put this. Ooh, see, it's shifting because I have to glue this sucker back together. All right. Let's put him back. Boop. That's still drying. Okay. This is still drying. So, yes, we need to totally play together sometime. Please, 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 please. All right, now it is champagne break. Oh, yeah. I got paint all over this. That's fine. It just takes water to get this off. Oh, so y'all can see the varnish. So this is the varnish I'm going to be using. It's, wrong way. It's iridescent. It's going to have a purplish, pinkish tint to it when you rub it on. So it's color shifting. I'm super, like, I love it. Yeah, so I have to play this game. So now, as I'm letting the stuff dry. Hey, Trey. Now that I'm waiting for stuff to dry, I don't know. I need to see what else to do. Like, we're gonna play the waiting game. It's literally watching paint dry. Oh yeah, so I gotta get smaller versions of these. This is actually gonna go on the back of my mirror that I'm gonna repaint. So I can have my cloud cards. What else? You can check out my positivity corner, kind of sort of from this angle. Not really, but whatever. So since we're watching paint dry. Oh my gosh. Here's another color of pretty chalk paint that I might be using on my floor screen that I'm making. I could make my husband drag one in for me and I can start painting that, but I don't feel like it. That's a tomorrow me problem. So we're gonna just do that, and I'm gonna still put an iridescent on that. I just gotta find more of this iridescent varnish, because this was on clearance from somewhere. Yeah, and I've used a good chunk of this on something else, so hopefully I can find some more. But I'm definitely gonna use it on my table. So whatever I use there, done. So that's drying. Oh, I could work on something else. Hold on. Since we're here painting all the things, give me 1 second. Let me readjust my. Let's make that. Oh no! Okay, there we go. Oh, that's too high. There we go. Let's hope it doesn't fall over. Okay, so this is also a little project box of mine that I planned on putting certain things in. what I'm going to do is I need a tiny screwdriver, which I don't think I have in here. So actually, if y'all will give me a second, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refill my glass of champagne, and go get my screwdriver and my painting tape because whatever. So I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I promise, 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 promise. And that gives me time to let my table dry so I can do another coat. Um, at least on the, I mean, start doing the sides where the grooves and everything are so I can get that started. So yeah, I'm going to go grab some more champagne mimosa, and then get my screwdriver and my painter's tape, and then we're gonna have fun. All right, BRB. All right, and we're back. Okay, let's see. So I got my cute little screwdriver. This is what was kind of actually hanging out in the box. Whee! These are cute. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, but there's more. There's more of these. The first thing we're gonna do is take this off. We're gonna take these hinges off. Couldn't find my painter's tape for some inane reason, which means it's probably somewhere in the chaos that is my sewing room. Because I've been reorganizing, adding new shelving and everything, having a place for all my Cricut crap that's taken over. There we go. So we're just gonna take off this hardware. And that way I can paint it and sand it and all that fun. Because I have sandpaper right here. Because why not? Let's paint all the things. It's New Year's Eve. It's 10 o'clock. We got, for me, 2 hours until 2021. And then I just plan on getting, I might get hammered. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Whee! Okay. Come on. There we go. Alright, so this one is done. I'm painting where my computer normally goes because I don't know when they said 24 to 48 hours. Obviously, I probably won't hear anything till next week. Even though Saturday should technically count, but I'm not holding my breath. So we shall see what happens. Okay, so this is glass. So we're going to put it over there. All right. Now we're going to take this one off. Is the screw stripped? It sure feels like it. That is terrible. But you know what? It is what it is. That goes with this. And this goes... I really feel like the screw is stripped. Because it's not... There we go. And that goes with this. Okay. So the other ones will feature any problem. So, cheers. All right. So I'll just slide our paint out the way for now. I got these little mini sandpapers because, whatever. And I'm just going to lightly make a mess. Just lightly make a nice little mess. Hey, honey, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you bring me a garbage bag? Woo! Okay. All right, so this is going to smooth this out a bit so I can paint this. I'm probably going to use my new stuff because, thank you. Appreciate you. Please don't hit your toe again. All right, so we're just going to dust off my sanding into the trash can. So we're just going to do this random project while we watch paint dry on my other one, on the table that I'm working on, because it has to dry before I put on any more layers. All right, next. This is just What is this box gonna be for? I can't even remember, honestly, to tell you what it was. I got this like right at the beginning of 2020. Couldn't even tell you what this was for. Couldn't even tell you because coronavirus. All right, we're gonna test out my new color here that I got in chalk paint. Yeah, get off of here. Get off of here. Boom. Okay. So now we're going to take our sandpaper and just. And if y'all are watching, don't be shy. Interact. Have a chit chat. Watch me get tanked on champagne while I do projects because that never goes badly. Alright, so painting off these edges. Alright. That's just to clean that up. Okay. What's happening? Oh, let's do this quick too. Yeah, these are like, whoa, what is happening? There we go. Now, I just want this to smooth out so I don't get a splinter. All right, so no, this is not my table because I am waiting for the paint to dry. So I want to get a nice coat. Second, well, a next layer coat, I should say. All right, here we are. So let's test this new color. So I have this color. Let's see how it comes out because I bought this for something else, and I guess the best way to test the color is to put it on something else. Oh, we're just gonna. All right, we're just gonna use this because why not? Okay, this is exactly the color that I want. This is exactly the color that I want. We're gonna find out. We're gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna match it to the fabric that I plan on using for my floor screen that I'm making. Because if this matches just like I want it to, that means I am better at color matching than I thought. And I didn't even have a swatch with me. I just was like, this looks like it. All right. Okay, so we're gonna just put, come on, just get on there. This is actually, since this is a cheaper wood, just a piece of project, probably balsa, who knows. This is like eating this paint up. So it might be a little different on the Hella Good wood. We'll see. There we go. Yeah, so this is actually a really pretty turquoisey color, which is kind of what I was going for. All right, let me make sure I don't get, okay. So now we're gonna do the side since we're here. We're here. Oh yeah, this is definitely, okay, I'm vibing on this color. And now we're gonna move on. Yeah, this is just eating this paint up, and I love it. All right. All right. So as you can see, this is a nice, pretty turquoisey color. It's a lot prettier than I expected, I won't lie. The light doesn't really do it justice. Hold on. Our light is turned. There we go. Oh. All right. Paint this. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is going to be real pretty. Uh-oh, did I lose my camera? Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened. Oh, no, that pink on it. Okay. Ooh, that was close. All right. So my pink stuff is right here. I'm being reckless, y'all. See, the champagne's already kicking in. Okay. And then we go into this. Let's just... All right, I have other paint brushes. So we're just going to use this first layer. Make sure everything's nice and coated. All right, so we're going to actually sit this one somewhere. We're going to sit this over here too. Boom. Okay. So we're just going to rest this over here. I don't have my painter's tape, so I cannot do the top like I want to because I don't know what the hell it is. Oh, actually, let me check one spot. Yeah, no clue. I don't know where it went. My painter's tape is MIA. It makes me sad. Okay, so let's go back to this. All right, so we're going to do this. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Let me scoot this up a little bit more so y'all can see. Okay, so we've done this side, which is fine. So now what I need to do is get these edges here because I'm only going to decoupage this top section. So let me get my little baby brush that's hopefully not dead yet because it's seen better days. There we go. It's okay if I get up here some because it's going to get covered with my nerdiness of doom. Okay. All right. All right. Let's slide this some. I don't know why I've grown on chalk paint. I blame my mother-in-law who's converted me to the chalk paint ways. I.e. slowly turning me into a Stepford wife. But I love it. So we're just gonna make this cute. Okay. All right, so we've done that part. So we're gonna just clean it up. We're just gonna ignore the mess here because it's gonna get covered up anyway. All right, so this is gonna get covered by stuff like this. Obviously not this big. This is for my mirror, like I said. So we're just gonna slide this on down and let that dry. So we're gonna turn it this way to let it dry. And then we're gonna go grab the legs. Close enough. Okay. so this is pretty dry, but what I'm wanting to do is, so you can see this section up here. This is what I'm working on. That's what I want to do next. So everything can dry. So I'm just going to, how do I want to do this? Be reckless and probably get paint everywhere, which is fine. Said no one ever. So we're just gonna get up in there. We're just gonna say screw it. Now I can sit this one end on my lap, but when it gets to the other side, yeah, we can't do that. Okay. Let's see. Where's my camera? Okay, yeah, that's looking okay. Turn it around. Oh, this needs to be painted. What is going on there? I missed the spot. Okay. So now we're going to do the other side. That has to get glued back into place. Okay. Hold on, you guys. All right. So we're here. We're painting. I had forgot to add Twitch to my streaming stuff. So oops, bad on me. I'm already like almost an hour in. Oh well. Okay, so here we go. If you're just tuning in to Twitch, oops, my bad. I thought I saved it right. I didn't. Spoiler alert. But we there we go. There's more paint. Okay. So we're just gonna pretend that we've been going all along because I'm gonna keep going till probably about 2021. Okay, so this brush is almost had it. I just want to get through this groove, literally. I feel like I've reached my end with this brush. Possibly have. Because this is looking pretty rough. Yeah, what's that? Okay. All right, so it's probably the brush. That's fine. Okay. So because I can't turn this on my lap, what we're going to do is we're just going to turn this at an angle and live life on the edge. Slide this over. Not worrying about the camera above right now because we just want to get this painted. I thought I had some bristle brushes. I thought wrong. These are just some cheap sponge brushes because it's what I had still. I wasn't about to buy stuff because guess what? I only have a part-time job. I'm not trying to buy brand new stuff. Okay, so, ooh, can we see it? There we go. So here's where we are on this side. Let me turn it this way so you can see. So we got to do the other side just so we can paint this. I'm going to wait to probably varnish this when it's all glued back together so that way I don't have any holes. So I'm probably going to have to touch up some paint. For reals. There we go. And then, wee, okay. Wee, wee, okay. Dab, dab, dab. Cover, cover, cover. Dab, dab, dab. Cover, cover, cover. And this is just the first layer of paint. And you'll be able to see it in a second once I finish doing this. I'm gonna move on to the next one because that one will be a lot easier to do. All right, so here we are. So here's that. This is that right here. So now we're gonna just go let this dry for this table. Okay, so let's move on. We're gonna go here. This is the next one. All right, so we're gonna just paint the grooves because we've already done this, but first we want to take a champagne break. All right, so let's paint this and let it dry. So we're just gonna go get this up in here. Kind of glad that my husband told me to take this apart to paint it because I would see how this would be a pain in my ass if I was painting this all in one piece because it's something. It's definitely something. Okay. Let's get some more paint on here. Glob it in. Work it in. And I'm in a nice warm room, which means it's going to dry pretty fast. But we're going to make sure it's real dry before we add another coat because what we don't want is for it to get all gloopy and gloppy and icky and all that fun stuff. So we're just going to make sure this is done. And we're going to let these legs set here for a bit. There we go. There we go. Oops, too far. So this only has one coat on it. The legs only have one coat. I'm trying to get up in there. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right. So there we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So we've painted that. Now let's go put this to dry. There we go. All right. So this brush is now deceased. Deceased. It's coming apart. It is what it is. Whoop. So we're just gonna take this, throw it in the garbage. Because it's so what we're gonna do is try and figure out where's my painter's tape. I really want to work on my other thing while this is drying. Aaron, do you happen to know where the painter's tape is? My frog tape? Huh, that sucks. All right, we're going to pick the bottom of my little thingy. Okay, so this is like my tester for my coat of this paint. So we're going to do our second coat of this. This is literally my guinea pig for my what do you call it? I had a brain fart for my floor screen. And then once this is done, we're going to take a moment to wash my hands, let some things dry, because that's what we need to do, let paint dry. And then we can talk about future projects for 2021 that I'm finally starting to feel the motivation for and what I've been doing all in 2020. Because 2020 was hard, y'all. And I'm tired of it. And 2021 better get its life together because I will whoop its ass. I'm so sick of reckless years. Okay. Yeah, this is a nice color. Yeah, this is real pretty. All right, so now we're going to do the sides. Oh, let me not get paint on my tripod. Okay. Oh, I just got paint on my desk, but it's fine because my computer is at Apple. Getting excess. All right, there's that. All right, so now we have this. Okay, so I did that side. I did this side. Now we're going to do this side. All right, so now that this has been painted with a second coat of paint, and we're just cleaning up these edges as one does. All right, so now we're gonna let this dry, and then we'll paint the other stuff once this dries a little bit. 'Cause I want this all to dry. Like I don't want this sheen. I want it to be very dry, and that way I don't accidentally end up with paint completely everywhere. I mean, bad enough to have some here that at least will clean up with some water, which is why I love this stuff. So let's put it in the drying spot. Okay. All right. So it is in the drying spot. We're going to put a cap. We're going to put a lid on this. And I'm gonna go rinse that out in a second. Oh, come on, just let me. There we go. All right. So we're gonna just hit this pink top of my table one more time. Oops. That way I can make sure that it's nice because the bottom has 2 layers. I'm getting beat that. Okay, whatever. My phone was beeping at me. Okay. So now we're gonna have to use this bigger brush. Oops. See, this is, so now we're using this bigger brush because my little one has died. Needless to say, this is gonna be a little sloppier on the top than it was before. But you know what? That is fine. I'm just gonna clean this up. Ooh. As you can see, since this is not a super cheap wood, it's a much denser wood. The other paint is like eating. I mean, the other wood on that little box is like drinking in and like so perfectly covered because it's literally just soaking it in. Where this is some old ass shit wood that's hardcore and probably didn't seen Methuselah. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. This is fine. All right. All right. So now let's do one more. So we're going to do the last side. Come on. Cover this real nice and pink. Real nice and pink. And then we're going to let this dry. So now what we're going to do is while this is drying, I am going to wash my hands. I am going to wash my brushes. I am going to first take a sip of this. But bio break. So I will be right back. I'm going to wash brushes and so I don't ruin them because some of these are still fairly new, and then get some water to do some other shit. But I will be back. BRB, don't go anywhere, and see you guys soon. All right, we are back. So we're going to tilt this just a smidge. Hold on, you guys. I bumped my thing down. There we go. All right, I have sawdust all over me, which is fine. We're gonna. Okay. So let me get rid of this for now. Okay. So while we're waiting for paint to dry, literally, 2020 was a crap show. I had a shit ton of plans cosplay wise. Derailed. Zero motivation because I'm like, when am I wearing it? When am I wearing it? When am I wearing it? I had to get a new brush too. Mainly because I just didn't have a lot of motivation to do a lot of projects because I didn't know when I was going to wear it. My weight is fluctuating because I'm not gonna lie, I'm stress eating. COVID has me stress eating. So it's a thing. It is definitely a thing. Yeah. So hopefully 2021. I plan on. Oh, I still have some paint on here. I thought I got off me. I'm going to probably dedicate 2021 completely cosplay wise to Vivian from Dragon Age. Like that's the bulk of my thing. I have picked up a new skill doing quilting. I'm learning how to quilt on a long arm machine. I've made 4 quilts. I have more quilts planned. Nerdy quilts. I have a Star Trek, a Star Wars. I have a what is it? Harry Potter one for my friend who's having that baby that's due in May. Let me just do this because my glasses are glaring. I have a whole pile of things. I have like already sorted and with the patterns and everything. I have a Hamilton one that I've designed that I haven't started yet because I need my computer to do my embroidery machine. So yeah, that's a thing. I gotta wipe my glasses; they're glaring. So that's a whole nother thing. So hopefully I have a little more motivation in 2021. And my main resolution, which I normally don't do resolutions, but because I am getting older, I'm not bouncing back like I was when I was 20. I have to be healthier. I already am trying to be healthier. I mean, ignore this, but you know, my resolution is to be healthier, just for me, for my kids. My cholesterol was through the roof in 2020 because I was stress eating so much. So I'm doing vitamins now. Like my allergist has been great. My GP has been great to deal with my cholesterol issues. My doctors have been great with my anxiety and depression and stuff. My therapist is GOAT. Couldn't find that back home in Louisiana. I have like the best in my area of expertise, in her area of expertise when it comes to traumas. What else? Yeah, just eating better. Exercising. I need to start exercising for real. Instead of just chilling. That's why I haven't been making a lot of cosplays because I've gained like 30 pounds since COVID. A lot of my stuff doesn't fit anymore, and which is fine by me. I just wish it was gradual, so I had time to let out stuff. But it was stress eating. That's all it is, and no exercise. Um, so for my health wise, because my cholesterol is so bad, I definitely need to exercise more. I definitely eat better. I definitely need to get on my vitamins. Golly, my hair's already like faded. Yeah, I only use semi-permanent hair dye. I don't really use permanent. That's what I might do before the new year is dye my hair back. Um, but yeah, so I'm trying to be a lot healthier, and I've made more steps. I bought more vitamins today. I bought biotin. I bought just a multivitamin. I've been having lovely heartburn. I've reached that age in my life. So that's a thing. getting back on my skincare regimen a little bit better instead of, slacking at night. And I have no reason to because I'm not performing, so I don't know why I'm just like, I just get tired though. It's just days are emotionally draining. Um, but here we are, and we're still watching paint dry. Paint is still drying. So whenever the paint is done drying, we'll get back to painting to my next layers. The top is pretty much done. Ooh, let me not touch this. Um, so I just have to let this dry some more, and then we can start gluing stuff. And then I have to print out smaller versions of these to decoupage on the top, which I'm super excited about. But actually, let me pull up the mirror that I'm talking about repainting. So this is my floor mirror. I originally did it in like Saints colors. Oh, let me do that. I originally did it in like Saints colors and stuff, and I know it's pretty and it's cool, whatever, but it's just not what I want. So I'm just gonna do all of this. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just I dropped one. I'm just gonna decoupage the shit out of it. But I'm gonna work from the top up. I mean, from the bottom up, so that way I can get this like I want it to. So I have a bunch. I am still covered in dust from sanding, and that is paint. So yeah, so that's gonna be this, but it's really pretty. We'll see what happens. I painted it, whatever. Don't know where my frog tape went. This is not working like I want it to. I will make somebody else deal with that and get in. Yeah, so hopefully I will be doing a lot more stuff. Hopefully my computer will be fixed. Brand new computer doesn't want to work. Cool story, bro. Not sure how I feel about that. I feel some kind of way about it. It is what it is, though. Can't be mad. Things happen. Just so, whatever. I have to get some agua in me. So anyway, let's get back to some painting. Hey, I really want to know where the heck my whatchamacallit is. I'm gonna at least sand this. Ugh. And I doubt anything's open tomorrow for me to work on my little projects. So we're just gonna sand. Oh, let me turn this back on. Sand this back. Put this in the trash can. Oh, and I have to take this off. Screwdriver. All right. Take this hardware off. Okay, where was I? Oh, here. All right, so, was I here? No, I was here. Okay, so I just did that one. So we're just gonna clean this up. Yes, I'm working on 2 projects at once because that's just how I roll. I've always done stuff that way because if I work on the same thing constantly, I get really bored. I like to work on more than one project at a time. There we go. That side. Okay, that is smooth. the side. Because this is the inside. Ooh, let's not break the glass. All right. Of course, I'm gonna have to Windex the shit out of this glass when it's time. This is going in the garbage. Just do all of this. Oh, just so y'all can see. So this is the cute little things I got off of Etsy. Ping me if you're interested because I loved her little molds. They're great. I got these a while back. Once again, beginning of 2020. Before all this chaos happened. So I don't know. We're gonna see what we're gonna do because I might just like fill this in, put these on here. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. With these, they're really cool. I might put them on a cell phone case. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But regardless, this is now cleaned up. If I had my tape, I would tape this off and start painting. But since I don't, we're gonna put this to the side. Ooh. And yeah, so hopefully, let's check on the legs of my table. Let me move these. Hopefully we can do the next coat of paint on it because guess what? I'm ready to get this thing painted. Because then I have to do a lot of gluing. Hey, Aaron. If I email you some pictures, can you print them for me later? Because I don't have a printer. I don't have a computer because it prints like off my iPad huge. And I need small ones. Ooh, or I could just... No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. That'd be dumb. Okay. So let's get a leg. It still feels... Alright, it still feels wet. I don't feel comfortable pulling it out. So we're just going to hang out until I feel comfortable doing it. Yeah, so hopefully everybody's having a good New Year's Eve. Safe New Year's Eve. While I'm taking a break and letting paint dry, we're just gonna chill out, have some more champagne. This part of this was to watch me get tipsy on champagne/mimosas. But yeah, so while watching paint dry, as I was saying, I'm going to work on Vivian this year. My friend, they want me to be Vivian. I want to be Vivian. I'm going to time it when it's time for me to shave my hair again, because you know that time is coming. To do my yearly shave off. Because that, and I need to work on my Dora Milaje cosplay at some point. There's a lot I want to do, but you know, I just have that motivation because I'm like, where am I wearing it? But hopefully I can get more cosplay stuff, and hopefully I feel a little more motivated. Create more content, take more photos of stuff that I want to get done. Do some stuff that I feel like needs to be done cosplay wise. to inspire other young POC people. Because I didn't have it. So that's my thing. Oh my Lord, what is happening with these curls over here? Lord Jesus. These curls. My hair is unruly today. But yeah, so hopefully, like I said, I get motivation to do some more stuff. The motivation is lacking for sure because, you know, as I said, I don't know where I'm going to wear it, when I'm wearing it, when I'll get to photograph it. I have 3 of my favorite photographers that I love to death. One now lives in California, so I'm hoping COVID gets off so like I can like go live my best life with them and hang out because I miss their face. What else I was gonna say? Yeah, it's shenanigans. You know, hopefully we can all move forward and stay safe through all this, and you know, realize that we all have to work together to get things back to a new normal. I'm not gonna say normal, but a new normal. Because until things are under control, it's like any infectious disease. You know, you have to sacrifice some things to get things back to a way that we want them to be. Not rushing back into things. Or as I like to say, not raw dog in life. Um, so, all right. Ugh. Let's see what these legs are doing. All right. It's time to paint some more legs. Ugh. I grabbed a new brush because it was that time. I'm going to scoop my camera back up for this. All right. So, got a new brush. Pulling out my paint. You know what? Let me take my bracelet off. These are all gifts, compliments of my mother-in-law / children. My kids picked out a lot of these Pandora charms, so let me take this off so I don't get paint on them, because I will be upset. This year for Christmas, they got me a safety clasp because I was really paranoid about wearing it because this thing pops open. See, like it just did super easy. And I don't want to lose any charms. And then they got me a spacer, a really cute spacer, so you can see my kids love me and pick me out some nerdy things / cutesy things. All right, let's put that there. All right, so now let us work on these legs. So I want a nice coat. As you can see, it's not exactly coated like I want it to be. So we're just gonna work on putting another coat on here. Okay. So it's not going to be perfect, which is fine. I don't really want it to be perfect because I feel like that will take away from the look that I want. All right. So this is, oops, I'm getting paint on the table. Guess what? I don't care. My computer's not here. All right. So let's do that. So let's even this out a little bit. Let's even this out. Okay, so now this is looking, let me move this. So this is looking a little more pink, which is what I want, without any, as many gaps in the paint. So we're just gonna do this. Okay. And then we're gonna do this. Because we don't want, see, this is what we don't want. Okay. put some more paint here. I really want this to like be a nice opaque pink. Like I don't want it completely like splotchy. I kind of want that look to an extent, but I don't want it completely like that. So we're just gonna do another coat of this chalk paint. Okay, so we're gonna turn this up. Oopsie. We're gonna hold it up here. And we're just gonna clean. See, like we have all that right there. We don't want that. But I'm gonna sand this down a little bit once it dries to get what I actually want. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. See, I don't want to still see wood. I just want to see pink chalk paint. Okay. Like, what is this? So, like, I want this to go away. There we go. So, you gotta. All right. I want that to go away. Okay. And I want this to go away. I don't want to see dark wood. I want to just see a hint. There we go. There we go. And I just want to, boom. Okay. So we've done that. So now what we need to do is all right. So that's fine. Okay. Now we're going to go to the other side. And that one's missing the peg because the peg is still in the... There we go. I want to do this. Boom. Boom. Okay. So this is looking like I want it to look now. Let's get a little more pink on this side. Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. Okay. So now the question. All right. So now we need to do. I'm gonna paint everywhere. Okay. So now we need to do the underside. The problem is. Oh no. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna flip it. Okay. So now we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna paint all this. So we don't want to see any exposed wood like that. We just want to see paint. So hopefully, oops, I just got paint all over my fingers. So we're just gonna wipe that off. Okay. Oop, not that much. I'm gonna paint like this, perhaps. Okay, and then we're gonna do this side because I said so. Okay. Make this more pink, less brown. There we go. Because the point is to have, that kind of distressed look without it being a complete hot mess. Just a partial hot mess. Yeah, I want that to be covered. Okay. More paint. That's why I have this camera here. So we can see what's happening. There we go. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So now that this is cleaned up, now what we're going to do is lay this down to dry because that's what we do. So we're going to grab it by the sides, Thomas Express, and we're going to hope for the best. Okay. Now we're going to grab the other one because we're kind of done with. We're not going to worry about this grooves yet. We're going to just focus on the second coat on. Oh, see, there it is. Okay, we're going to move this and we're going to focus on using this to paint this. So like this is looking a lot like I want it to. Boom, boom, boom. Because, oops, see, this is so gross. Okay, that's glue. It's all wood glue. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this on the flat side. And start painting these sides. But first we're going to do this. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. All these sides. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. I want this coated in pink. There we go. Okay, and then all right. So now we're doing this and this. All right. So now let's do the sides because the sides are a hot mess express. Okay, and then that. There we go. That's better. All right. There we go. All right. So now we've done that. So now let's do the other side. See, like this is looking. There we go. All right. So now this has been painted with the second coat. So what we're going to do is put this to dry. All right. All right. So now we're going to watch paint dry again. I'm going to watch paint dry again. All right. So you know what time it is. It's refill time, wash hands time, watch paint, wash brush time, watch paint dry time. All right. All right. So you know what that means. I'll be right back. I'm going to go wash my brushes, wash my hands, refill my drink, and then we're gonna live our best lives. I don't know. Maybe I'll paint some more shit on the other one. Let's see. But I will be right. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Right back. BRB. I'm covered in paint and sawdust. Okay. I'm gonna eat half a banana. My youngest child only eats a banana at a time. You good? Oh, I heard a slam. I was like, dang. So now we hang out. Paint drying. Why not? Screw it. You drinking more of your beer stuff? What? Yeah, why? What's up? What? Why? I want you to find my frog tape that you and your mom used. What thing? You mean the one that's inside in the mudroom? I didn't see it unless I'm blind. What'd you say? Bruh. Rude. Okay. Anywho. Now we just watch paint dry. This is not as fun anymore. But I hope you have another New Year's. We have about 50 minutes. I'm sorry, 49 minutes until 2021. I'm going to go harass my husband and annoy him. I'm going to let this paint dry. I'm going to have more champagne. And I am going to go to sleep because I don't care because this year's over. So y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. And what's up?